Okay, absolutely love this question. So how do I get devices like these Zigbee smart blinds and other devices that just aren't compatible with Apple HomeKit to work seamlessly in my Apple HomeKit smart home? The short answer is I use this thing, and the long answer is a little bit more complicated. So let me explain. Okay, so real quick crash course first. If you don't know what Apple HomeKit is, it's the software that runs my entire smart home. All of my smart home devices are connected to Apple HomeKit, and that's where I control them through. I control them through the app on my phone. I control them through Siri, whether that's on my phone or my HomePod. Every single device I control goes through Apple HomeKit first. It's also where I set up automations and stuff and literally any interaction with my smart home. So I love Apple HomeKit. I think it is the best smart home software out there, but there is one issue with it. For a device to work with HomeKit, it has to have this and be certified by Apple. That means that straight up, there's going to be some devices that you're going to want to use, but you can't because they don't have this badge. Like my smart blinds or my robot vacuum that you guys saw in my other video. So to make these devices compatible, we're actually gonna have to do some really light hacking, but don't let that scare you away. Literally anybody could do this. So we're gonna be using one of these. This is a Raspberry Pi. It's basically a really small computer that you can upload programs onto. Once we have that Raspberry Pi, this is the Model 3. It's what I recommend if you wanna do this. We're gonna upload a piece of software called HomeBridge. What HomeBridge does is it tricks your Apple devices into thinking that this is a certified Apple smart home device, and it connects to your Apple HomeKit smart home. So once this thing is connected to your Apple HomeKit smart home, this thing effectively acts as a gateway to let in non-certified devices so they can be viewed in HomeKit. So once you set it up, you get a little UI that looks something like this. You find the device in the dropdown that you want to connect to it that's not Apple HomeKit certified. It will then connect that device that you have to the Raspberry Pi, and the Raspberry Pi will have to connect it to HomeKit. The cool thing here is you could connect 100 different devices to the Raspberry Pi. You only need one Pi connected to HomeKit to authorize as many non-authorized devices in. So if your smart home device uses either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, which is most smart home devices, this will just be all you have to do. It'll use the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip on the Raspberry Pi board to route those devices. But if you want to use Zigbee devices, like I have in my smart blinds, you have to buy one of these. This is a Zigbee antenna. It's about 20 bucks. This one is from Sonoff. You plug the Zigbee antenna into the Raspberry Pi. Again, you go onto your HomeBridge software, you look up Zigbee. I use a software called Zigbee 2 MQTT with this, and it basically gives me access to all my Zigbee devices by porting them through the Raspberry Pi, through HomeBridge, into my HomeKit setup. And it works super well, and it's really, really stable. So the simple answer to your question is I use a Raspberry Pi running HomeBridge with a Zigbee antenna attached to it, and then I use, through HomeBridge, Zigbee 2 MQTT, so I can view all of my Zigbee devices in HomeKit. That includes sensors, blinds, literally anything. I could see any Zigbee devices in HomeKit. If you are interested in HomeBridge, I'll have a more in-depth install tutorial on this on my YouTube, so thanks for your patience while waiting for that. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.
Turning my old 1980 apartment into a state-of-the-art smart home. Part 4.
All right, I'm super hyped because today we're going to be doing what I think is the #1 smart home upgrade that everybody should do, even if you don't have a smart home, and that is these totally wireless smart blinds. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them, and we're going to set them up. All right, before we get these rigged up, these are Ulax's wireless smart blinds. You order them from Amazon. You just enter the dimensions of your window, and they custom make them for you. You get them in a whole bunch of different colors. They're totally wireless, battery powered. The battery lasts about 6 months. And a whole bunch of other features, but let me get these rigged up so you can see what they're all about first. Getting these things hooked up is super simple. They come with these brackets in the box. You screw them in with a screwdriver. It takes like 5 minutes. After you got those brackets up, you put your blinds in, they clip in, and you're literally done. That's all there is to installing these. Then you have totally automatic smart blinds. These things are so cool, but let me tell you a little bit more about them because this is only scratching the surface. Okay, so a bunch of features here. These things are fully wireless, like I said. They have a battery inside them, and they come with this USB-C cable. They last about 6 months if you use them every single day, and they take about a day to charge. Works really well. A few different ways to control these things. They come with this remote that can be paired to multiple blinds or just control single blinds. Really easy, but just push up to bring them up, down to bring them down. Just having this remote control alone, never mind all the other features, makes these worth getting. Being able to push one button and open and closing all the blinds in your house without having to go and pull them up and down is a game changer. Price-wise, these are also pretty comparable to like a nice set of blinds. So even if you don't have a smart home setup, these things are still gonna be super, super useful for you just with this remote. Now this is cool and all, but where these things really shine is with their smart functionality. They're Zigbee connected, so they work out of the box with Amazon Alexa or with HomeKit like I have with an extra Zigbee modification. So I can say things like, hey Siri, open the blinds. And the blinds will listen. This is amazing. So not only is the voice control amazing as it is, but as a smart home device, being able to automate these things is a game changer. Having it so all your blinds close at the end of the day based on a time-based automation, or maybe have a light sensor so it closes when it gets too bright, or use your thermostat to have them close to help control the temperature when it gets too hot out. There are so many automations you could use in your smart homes when you have these blinds. On top of that, they have a bunch of really good quality of life features. You could like set how far they go down, so if you have plants here like I do, they're not crushing them. And then with the smart home settings, you could also do things like, hey Siri, open the blinds 5%. And you could control very specific percentages you want to move the blinds. It's just really cool when you have so much control. Anyway, I'll stop fangirling because I think you guys get the point. I absolutely love these things. They're in all the windows in my house, including here in my office, which you guys will get the big reveal soon. Again, these are the Ulax smart blinds, and you can find a link to them in my bio if you want to check them out for yourself. Anyway, keep an eye out for my next smart home video where we tackle smart curtains, which are a whole different beast. We're going to use another product from Ulax for these. After that, we'll dive a little bit deeper into all my smart curtain and smart blind automations. Thanks y'all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and goodbye. Mwah.